7th grade, it's time to start making our selections for our electives next year in 8th grade. Please watch this video, review all of your elective options for 8th grade, speak with your parent or guardian, and then make your selections in Parent View. Watch this video and I'll show you how to do it. Before we talk about your schedules, this presentation is mostly geared towards students who plan to be an in-person learner next year. However, the district is getting ready to show their virtual programming options for next year. So if you plan to be a virtual learner in 8th grade, please make sure you're checking the Warren Township website. That information is supposed to go up April 26th for you and your family to review and decide if you are going to be a virtual learner next year. All the elective information that I talk about in here usually will be the same for virtual learners, except for next year performance music, so band, choir, and orchestra will not be available for virtual learners. So this presentation is based on what I know today on April 22nd. We are still in the middle of a pandemic and we still may have lots of changes between now and the beginning of 8th grade. So please watch this and know that there could be changes based on how things turn out over the summer. Before we talk about your schedule anymore, it's time to think about, we are a year out from high school. Are you ready? Are you prepared to make that transition from middle school to high school? I encourage you to go back and watch the video I sent out earlier this year to prepare yourself for moving on to high school. So, what do you need before you schedule for 8th grade? Make sure you are aware of all of your elective options for next year. In this newsletter I send out, you will see the course descriptions for all of the classes that are available for you next year. Make sure you're making an informed decision. This is a commitment for your entire 8th grade year. Remember, we do not change schedules and we do not change schedules mid-year. So what you decide will be the class you take for the entirety of your 8th grade year. And the last step is to make sure you discuss this with your parent or guardian before you make your changes. So what do you have to take in 8th grade? In 8th grade, you have to take math. So for 8th grade students, that's either Math 8 or Algebra 1, language arts, science, and social studies. Next year, we will be offering Language Live, which is a reading intervention for students. And so some students may be placed in this reading intervention instead of one of their elective classes based on their NWEA scores. So here are your choices for your 8th grade electives. Performing arts electives have not changed. These are full year classes: band, choir, and orchestra. Spanish next year will be available for 8th graders who want to take it to start. So this will be a 1-year class for incoming 8th graders. Students who are currently in Spanish as in 7th grader should sign up to take the 2nd year of Spanish next year. The other electives available are Tech Ed and Art, so those are rotations, 1 semester each, and PE. What do I have to do, Ms. Pyatt? These are the must-dos unless you want me to make your elective choices for next year. Talk over your decision with your parent or guardian. Remember, there are no schedule changes next year, so this is a big decision. Next, you will enter your elective class choices, so those classes you want to take, through Student View. You have to do this by Friday, May 7th, 2021. Otherwise, I pick your classes for you. So some students say to me, hey, I've made my class selections. What do I do now? I will go through and look and approve your selections for next year. If you get selected for Language Live, I may take one out. If for some reason we have classes that are full or are not able to be offered because of the way our schedules work out, I may move you to another one. I will review and approve your choices, and you will see your final schedule in Student View prior to the start of 8th grade. questions. If you have a question, please reach out to me via email. Do not email me your elective choices for next year. Your elective choices must be submitted through ParentVue. If you or your parent or guardian has any other questions and email doesn't work, make sure they give me a call. Now, we are going to discuss how to put your class choices into StudentVue. How you select your classes in StudentVue. You will log into your Synergy account. On the left-hand side, you will see where it says course requests. You will click on course requests. You will see where it says Raymond Park for next year. And then you will click on the blue button here where it says click here to change course requests. Then you will see all of the classes that are available for you to add as an elective for next year. Now, you may see prerequisite. So if you did not take band this year, you will not be able to take year 2 of band. You would only be able to sign up for first year band. So you will pick the choices once again after talking to a parent or guardian, and then you will add request. Once you have added your choices, then you will come down here and hit click here to return to course summary. Now remember, if you are selecting Art and Tech Ed, you will end up with 3 selections. So Art and Tech Ed end up being a combined 1-year class, but they are each 2 semester classes. So you will have 3 total. Once you have selected your choices, click here to return to course request summary. Right there. Once you are 100% sure that you have selected what you are going to take next year, you will lock your course requests. So you will select the button right here that says lock course requests. Once again, once you hit that, you cannot go back and make changes. So you need to be 100% sure this is what you're taking next year. After you do that, you are done. You have submitted your course options for next year. Once again, if you have any questions, please email or call me. Thanks so much, guys.